What's going on, everybody? This is X Grave. You can call me Diarrhea because I run shit. Call me Swiffer the Sweeper because I stay dusting that ass. This is the new gun from the Weekend 2. Obviously, this is Weekend 2. I'm on Xbox. It's the M, like 1923, something like that. It reminds me of the submachine gun from World at War. I forget what it's called. Um, but I feel like this thing is probably one of the better SMGs. It kind of changes my changes my initial thoughts on the SMGs. I don't think the Type 100 is very good. I mean, compared to the other SMGs, it's not very good, but you can use it at a longer range, I think, better than the SMGs. So maybe they were doing that to try and make it a little bit more balanced. But the Type 100, I feel like, is outclassed by every other SMG. The Waffle shreds, this thing shreds, the PPSH shreds. The Type 100, I feel like, is kind of left out where it doesn't do great damage up close, but at a longer range, it doesn't have much recoil. But somebody else said it too. All the guns kind of feel the same, which all the SMGs, in my opinion, do. High rate of fire. All the impact seems the same. Like I typically go for like the SMGs, like the MP5, where it has a high impact and low rate of fire. But I feel like the Type 100 takes the most bullets to kill, and it still shoots slow. It shoots the slower out of any of them. So I'm kind of confused at what they were going for there. But I do have rapid fire on it, and it does a little better. But I mean, if you just put the rapid fire on every other gun, it's just going to get shit on again. So I kind of changed my mind about that. I feel like the Type 100 is, significantly worse than the other SMGs. But as far as my opinions about the game are going, I really just don't know, man. Like, the maps, they just have no, like, flow to them at all. It's like some parts of the game will be, fairly, what am I trying to say here? High action, and then you'll go, like, a minute and a half. You'll try and flank, and then somebody will be sitting in a window, die. And then you'll get shot out of your spawn or a grenade like this, right when you spawn and die. And it takes like 2 minutes before you get back into another, action-packed, moment. So it's just the maps just don't feel right to me. Like Gibraltar, the spawns are so unbalanced. Like what I'm trying to say is the spawn on the bottom side of the map is so big that you can find other ways to flank and like just spawn trap and just run through the spawn and just do what you got to do. Um, but with the top side of the map, it's only like one building and two little boxes that you can get behind. So the bottom side is way better to try and spawn trap an enemy or do something like that. Where the top side, if you go up there and you try and kill someone, you're gonna die because everybody pretty much spawns in the exact same spot. I'm not sure. I've been getting like moments where people are spawn trapping in team deathmatch. I don't know, man. It just doesn't. Something about the game just doesn't feel right. The gunfights I'm having, like there's been so many gunfights where I'm like aiming down sight, knowing a guy's coming, and like ready to pull the trigger, and he comes around the corner and kills me before I can even pull my trigger. Like there's so many times where I get the first shot and I'm the one dying. It happens so much. The gunfights are just so inconsistent. I'm not the best player in the world, but I guarantee you I'm gonna win. You know, more than 75% of my gunfights when I get a first shot. It's definitely gonna happen, but it has not been the case. It's been like 50-50 at best. It's pretty brutal in my opinion. So I'm not. I don't know if that's something that they're going to look into or fix, but I've been hearing a lot of the same thing with everyone. The shotgun, so I said yesterday, shotguns weren't good. I don't think the double barrel is any good at all. Even with that long range bullshit, I mean, it's still kind of dick. And I cut the video here just to keep it a little bit short. I end up getting this kill, I think, and then dying or something. Yeah, I get a kill here and then die after I climb my kill streaks. But yeah, the Winchester isn't like terrible. Like I had a 50 kill game with it on this map, which really this map, in my opinion, is the only map that it would be good on because the other ones are so many long sight lines. You run around, you're going to get shot pretty much immediately. So the shotgun's not like terrible. I don't know. They're not up to my standards, I guess. The toggle action, the semi-automatic, like, SMGs are going to murder that thing up close because even up close, it takes 2 shots with that thing to kill anybody. And I say up close, I'm saying about 5 to 10 feet. It still takes about 2 shots. And one thing that I've noticed is that the sensitivity. The sensitivity from non-ADS to ADSing is off. It's not like it used to be because I'm running like almost an 8 or 9 sensitivity, which I had never done before. Even with the jetpacking, the jetpacking max was like 5 or 6, and I'm at like 8 or 9 now because it's when you're aiming down sight and somebody's running across you, it's like so much. I don't know if it's like the lack of like auto aim is just not helping, but I can't stick on a target at like 5 and 6 or 4. There's just no way. So I don't know if that's something that they changed, but that's kind of frustrating because it's like I'm trying to figure out what sensitivity I want to use. I think right now I'm at like 7 or 8. I'm up pretty high if I'm not mistaken. But it's hard to say whether this game is going to be playable for me over a long period of time. And here's the long range shot. No, this is not it. Sorry. I don't know. It just feels like too blah. It just feels like it doesn't feel very rewarding to play, in my opinion. It's not that I'm struggling to do well. I've had plenty of good games, but it's just everything kind of feels the same and just a variety, in my opinion. I want a lot of variety, and I don't feel like there has that in this game. But I'm gonna keep playing it, and we'll see what happens. See if I can get some other games. But I hope y'all enjoyed. If you didn't, click the thumbs down button. If you did, you know what to do. See ya.